Hello you lovely people on Fallout 4 Go, welcome to my channel. So if you're wondering where I've been for the last 3 or probably 4 weeks, I think it is, since my last video, this is where I've been, building this massive city. It's like, it's taken me a lot of time and effort, so I hope you guys enjoy this. Or I'll say where we are. We're at Nuka World, you can probably tell, and Red Rocket. Never built here before, but it's a really good location. You get a massive footprint to build on, and there's literally nothing here when you get here apart from the Red Rocket building itself. It's a big empty space. So yeah, so that might be a good or bad thing to you, but for me it was good because I wanted to almost like a blank canvas to build on, and this is what I've come up with. So just before I go inside, I will mention that I have had a bit of a disappointment with this in one sense, that the settlers that I tried to assign just crashed my game instantly. So unfortunately I can't put any settlers in, which really has pissed me off, because I had all these cool ideas for settlers doing certain animations and things and really kind of giving it a bit of life, but yeah, my PlayStation just won't have it. I mean, I'm already 4 times over the build limit, and in hindsight I probably should have assigned settlers much earlier in the build so that I knew roughly how far I could push it, but I just can't do it now, so never mind. You just have to imagine that there's people walking around, etc. But yeah, let's take you inside. So I'm not going to talk too much over this, because I'm going to put a behind the scenes video up probably next week, so you can kind of watch that for me to fully commentate and tell you about all the things. But I will talk occasionally just to let you know what stuff is, but other than that, just enjoy. So this main building here is basically where most of the residents live in this apartment building. Wanted to kind of look like a skyscraper, and just shops at the bottom of it as well. I have put a house in just for me up there, which we'll go to now. Lots of stairs, but you get a decent view. That's the good thing about it. So yeah, I had it built for me, especially Vault 111, just to kind of give me a bit of a nostalgia from where I'm from, kind of thing. Very basic player home, but I had to be careful with the decorating in this place too, because I obviously want to overload it too much in decor when it's all about the architecture, really. Although I had saying that, you do know I like my secret doors and things, so there's a little secret weapons cache hidden over behind that bookcase, which I thought was pretty cool. Shut the door and keep the riffraff out. Don't know when to rob me while I'm showing you guys around. So actually I'll go up one more floor. There's a bar above me here, which is nice and conveniently placed next to my house. So it's only a small little bar, but nice to go to unwind. Everybody in the apartment can use this bar, obviously. The beer taps you might recognise if you saw my Shamrock Tap House build, but this one is the mod version. I had OIC ask me if you could make a mod for it, basically using my kind of design of the taps, and this is what he came up with, and it's really good. Definitely download the mod if you like those taps. It's got some optics and things you can see on the wall there, but yeah, he did a really good job at recreating that. Little hair salon there. There's my car parked outside. My little private parking space. I am actually sick of doing vehicles, but every now and again I just think, oh, a vehicle probably look good there, so yeah. Anyway, I have to do another one, although yeah, I don't enjoy doing them anymore, they're such a chore. Supermarket. So this is the main high street. So I wanted to kind of like really sort of make a busy looking high street. I was going to have people walking down here and other people doing stuff and browsing the shops and things, but of course just have to imagine that that's what they're doing now because PlayStation says no. It's a little recycling type place, disposal area where people bring their scrap and things that get smelted down and they use it for other stuff. Wanted to keep the feeling of everything being sort of like city type, towered up high, you know, without it looking like I've just stacked buildings, you know, like square buildings on top. So I want to keep it looking interesting. So all the catwalks, they do actually work. You can get pretty much everywhere you see a catwalk on, which was part of the challenge, not just to stack buildings up, but to also make it look like, you know, I can actually access everything. So you see all the houses there, that you can get to all of them basically, although I probably won't show you around everyone because it's just kind of pointless, but just take my word for it. Little power room there, generator room. So yeah, so I wanted to keep the catwalks interesting as well, so I've used different objects when possible just to kind of make the place look like it's not just a bunch of corridors. Really like that shipping container building. I saw a few pictures of people that have built houses and things that are shipping containers. It kind of inspired me to do my own kind of shipping container building. It's actually a place where the residents can sort of go to work as well. It's like a construction yard, so it kind of doubles up as an important sort of building for many different reasons. So I've got the gun shop. Got to have a gun shop, obviously. Sells power armor as well. It's a surplus store actually. Very security conscious in here. I've got a lot of the vendors manned by these robots because obviously not having settlers, but also I wanted to kind of have this one particular robot anyway. Reminded me of the gun runners from New Vegas, where they had like a Mr. Gusty man in the shop. So you see the little construction yard down the bottom. Don't have to do too much labouring now because we've got robots in here, so you know. And then we got another car, but this one, you know, Grease Monkey's garage. I just thought, you know, we had to have a car in there being sort of put together. Again, I was going to have settlers fixing the engine there and somebody doing some welding on the car, but never mind. Actually, this car doesn't have any base vehicle. I I have done one like that before, but I kind of normally have a base vehicle on it, but this one doesn't. This one's basically built from scratch. So you can get a bit more interesting shapes when you don't use the base vehicle at all. And into the street we've got a gym. This is probably the only place that generally would have nobody in. Nobody can be asked to train. So yeah, the gym would probably be empty. And then that's just another exit through there where the construction workers can leave without having to traipse all the way through the city. And we'll go this way actually. So Valentine's set up over here as well. Got his little detective agency in here. But he's obviously out solving cases and fighting crime. Bit more of a little seedy area. Here's a bit of a brothel here, a strip club maybe. And the food court. So again, I kind of wanted this place to look like hustle and bustle, so there's going to be people eating and buying food and vendors and whatnot, but it wasn't meant to be. Also houses sort of stacked on top as well. Kind of trying to recreate the look, as you can probably tell now that you know, space is valuable and everyone's trying to, you know, overpopulation, cram as many people in as possible. I like this little barbecue. Heavy duty. That's quite a cramped in living quarters really. And as I say, you can access all these catwalks or work. I'll show that more in the behind the scenes. There's no need to kind of walk around all that now. So that goes in a big circle. You can get back to the main street there. So this is more like the sort of back end of town now. I've tried to put everything that would be maybe sort of in a busy city or whatever, but like obviously a bit on a more smaller scale. And this is like the kind of agriculture area. Little man-made water recycling type thing there. So yeah, I kind of wanted like a nice contrast of sort of a nice pretty area, I suppose, if you could get pretty in Fallout 4. But basically a contrast of like from all the metal and steel then to something like, you know, like plants and things, and a nice water feature, albeit man-made, out of cars. And there's also a back door through here as well, mainly for trade, for like exporting some of the crops and things, or importing even, whichever. You get an idea of how big the place is. I'm literally at the border now, and the build area I think ends like here, I think. So filled it as much as possible. So yeah, it's pretty much back round to the main street now. So I kind of feel like it's there's not much to show, but like it took like fucking ages to make. But I feel like it's gone quite quick considering the size of it. I think you've pretty much seen everything. I'm amazed at how smooth it is, considering it won't let me put any settlers in, because it's running pretty smooth. There's only the occasional judder that I don't know if you noticed or not, but it's hardly anything. So yeah, it's kind of really pissed me off, that the fact that I can't put any settlers in. But still, I'm new to this big stuff, so this is the biggest thing I've ever built, and I think next time if I ever do anything this big again, which will be a while I think for now, because this one's drained me out. But yeah, next time I think I'll do the settlers a lot sooner in the build, and hopefully I'll have a better gauge of how far I can push it then. But anyway, that was Nuka City. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will have the behind the scenes video probably in a week's time, so keep an eye out for that. Please drop me a comment, because I love reading what you guys think about the stuff I put up, and yeah, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.